So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them. And also, it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow from 10 yards out. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Play action. Now Wilson.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. That is caught by Williams for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete.
The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson, rolling to his right.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
To throw again on second down. Wilson.
Screen play set up for Williams.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
This one swung out to Williams.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They go play action now. Wilson.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Nifty move.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On play action, now Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Flushed out right.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive in the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Back to throw. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake. Carr.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a run with a fullback Johnson.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They go play action with Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Albert Okwuegbunam.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
They'll get this up to about the 44.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 56 yards.
And the Raiders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And some room to maneuver. And he's got it past the 30 before.